Hello, and don't forget to have a sip of water. My name is Erica Mans, and welcome back, or welcome to the channel. I'm just a regular person. I do a bunch of different types of content, and you know, if you like that, if you like just hanging out with a regular person, hit that subscribe button, like, comment. There's a lot of videos that you can check out. I guess today's video is kind of up in the air. I think I just wanted to hop on here and get some raw opinions about what is happening. I have been very careful to not mix in politics within this channel for the past couple of years. I used to have this little segment called Brews and News. Maybe that'll make a comeback. Not anytime soon. It's an indefinite hiatus type of situation, but there's certainly a reason why I don't do politics on YouTube or in public platforms. It's just putting a target on your back, and I don't really want that. But it's wrong of me, I think, to not sit and talk about what's happening and how I feel that the future is going to be. I guess what I expect in the next 4 years. And this doesn't apply to everyone. Most likely not. I mean, you saw the same election results as I did, and although it ended actually being more closer than we had expected it would be, a lot of people want this guy in office. And whether I like it or not, the next 4 years, I have no choice. I'm at the mercy of someone who just does not care. I don't want to say I feel hopeless. I don't want to use that word. I think I'm very much tired. I always enjoyed politics. Maybe it's because I'm Puerto Rican and we're just naturally political people. Maybe it's because me and my family are very involved within our town, which is also very political. I don't know. Maybe I just surrounded myself. I don't know what it is that I feel the need to always be involved and up to date with my information. It's something that I just always enjoyed, and I still do. I just think that I don't want a repeat of 2016. I was studying international relations and diplomacy at Seton Hall. Woo, go Pirates! I'm excited for that school. It was very important for me to go to that university. They have a really great international relations and diplomacy program. So, you know, after years and years of feeling that I was not good enough, I got into a very great school. During that time, this guy was also in office, and it made a lot of good conversation, I think. But given that there's like very crucial rules that you have to follow in regards to like researching these things. So all of our papers, you have to really find reliable sources and whatnot. And so I was consuming the news like no other during those years. And I felt so horrible all the time. I really felt so defeated. And I felt I'm studying this thing, and my plan is to get into government and make a change. And I really felt hopeless. I did not feel good. And a lot of experiences I felt from 2016 to 2020. The way I was treated by certain people did not help. So I reflect back on that, you know, just to bring it back to my main point here. I don't want to feel the way I felt in 2016. I want this to be different. I'm not saying like I'm like optimistic, yay, this person's in office, like not that either. I'm going to protect my peace first. One day, I think 24 hours that this guy has been in office has been extremely terrifying. I'm scared for myself. I think I'm gonna face a lot of situations that I'm not gonna like, but I feel more scared for a lot of people that I know because of so many of these rules, these affirmative actions that are happening. I feel scared for the environment, like how we backed out of the Paris Agreement. I feel bad for any minority, any immigrant. I feel scared, I should say. I feel scared for people within the LGBTQ plus community. I feel scared for women, and I am a woman. There's a lot of things that I feel that make me angry and that make me sad and that make me feel completely hopeless. And I don't want to feel that way. I feel like this sounds crazy. I am going to choose to not feel this way because I already felt this way back in 2016. And I was already scared for so long that I refused to just continue that. I think, you know, in my past videos, I was like, I'm going to protect my peace right now, at least for the next year. Because right now, there's nothing we could do, right? For at least 2 years until start doing things in regards to like voting politicians in or whatever the heck. But right now, we can't do anything. These people are going to do what they want, and it's going to hurt a lot of us. And you will wake up the next day and you'll have to go to work and you'll have to deal with whatever that entails, and you're gonna meet up with friends and you're gonna do this and you're gonna do that. Life does go on. And so with that being said, I'm trying to focus more on that. So protecting my peace, living day by day. I know that the world is on fire right now, but I'm just like, it's time to just focus on me and like get my career back on track, you know, enjoy time with my family, get close to my friends, help out my community. I do want to go to homeless shelters more. I want to volunteer at the dog shelters more. I want to go to the town hall meetings more. I want to go to more little towny events. I think I can make more of an impact, not just as a civilian, but just on a, you know, I mean, I can make more of an impact as a civilian on a smaller scale with the people I surround myself with. That's what I'm going to focus on, at least for the next year or two. Just very personal goals and small scale challenges. I don't necessarily want to continue watching so much of the news anymore, although I'm so guilty. I'm like, I'm not gonna watch Hassan Piker. This is like one of my main sources of news, okay? Because he does all the work. I just watch. And if you don't watch him, you probably should. And I think I'll be watching him and like Pod Save America, maybe some Philly D. But I'm gonna keep my news sources very limited because I don't really trust anything right now. I don't want to say I'm hopeless. I am scared. I'm nervous. But I'm ultimately choosing to protect my peace, I think. So just really focusing on closer communications with friends and family and my community and myself. It's a little weird because I know I'm surrounded by a lot of people who don't have the same beliefs as me, who in confidence told me, hey, I voted for Trump. Like, this is the truth. And there's a couple people. Some people, we had a productive conversation. Some people don't talk to me anymore, or they barely talk to me, or they look at me different. And it just continues to further just like this divide on a bigger scale, which I don't like. I don't want to say my politics, my beliefs overall are always going to be on the side of helping someone, regardless of who you voted for or what you believe or whatever. Regardless of how you see me, I'm still gonna want overall what's best for everybody. So universal health care, being paid a good amount, reproductive rights, things like that benefit all of us overall. I'm always going to want that. So even though a lot of Trump supporters piss me off overall, regardless, I'm still gonna always fight for the same thing. Right now, I just don't have a lot of fight left in me. So I really, really just gotta do what I have to do to recuperate, to collect myself, and to move forward and to continue to move on, because we've always gone through dark times in this country, right? And just thinking about my culture, being Puerto Rican and everything that my bloodline has gone through, and just being a woman and seeing back, and I mean, I literally studied the women's liberation movement, Stonewall for LGBTQ plus. I feel that so much of who I am and the communities that I'm already tied into are a bunch of fighters and survivors, and I know that right now it doesn't feel good. I mean, that's how I see it. It really doesn't feel good right now. And again, this is depending on who's watching. Because, as I said before, a lot of people I know and people I'm surrounded by voted for someone who actively doesn't like people like me. Like, let's just be straight up. Let's just be straight up. Look at me. Like me. And everything I believe in. And it's not even about beliefs. It's just you strip it down to the bare bones of what I am, right? A woman, a Latina, a lesbian, I guess, if you want to put it in a box. These are things that aren't that great. I care for the environment? What? I want people to have access to healthcare? What? But I guess to end this on as uplifting as a note, good news is I don't want to talk about politics on this channel. I probably won't talk about it in a long time. Let's just also put out a reminder that this channel is for me and I do everything that I want to do. So I think that it's important to get my raw opinion on camera. I kind of just hit record, so I didn't plan any of this out, but I just want to record how I'm feeling because, again, in 2016, I really did shut down in a way, and I was also not feeling good, but I felt way more consumed by it than I do this time. I feel like this time around I feel like a little more prepared in the sense of I'm gonna choose me first, and either way I have to wake up, and either way I have to live in this planet and this country, no matter if I like it or not. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna control what I can control. If you do have fight in you, do what you can. Don't tire yourself out. We've gone through a lot. We've gone through possibly worse. This is definitely terrifying, but it's not the end of the world. And if you have to do what I have to do in a sense of like protecting your peace and shutting down for a little while, do what you have to do. I'd rather work on my own community first, work in my own backyard, and figure out what I could do on a personalized level. Yeah, that's kind of like the little rant that I just wanted to talk about. Just hang in there. There's a lot of people that aren't jumping up and down in excitement. There's a lot of people, again, that are not feeling good, but it's not the end of the world. Tomorrow you will wake up. You will have to go to work. You will have to see your friends and family members and start there. That's where you start. I guess this is an opportunity to start over, right? when everything feels over and gone, when you feel like you're being consumed by the darkness, and you see everything on TV, all this horrible news that's happening, and there feels like there's no end in sight, you truly have nothing to lose. And so you can start thinking out of the box and start rebuilding in ways that you never thought you could rebuild. It starts with yourself, then you could start reaching out to others and making a difference that way, and hopefully ends up on a larger scale. Till next time, sorry for this long rant. Again, it's more for me, so I think this will probably get like 2 views, but thank you so much for sticking around this long. I will be back tomorrow and possibly Thursday and Friday and Saturday. So till then, enjoy the rest of your day. It's Tuesday. It's Thirsty Tuesday. Just make sure you drink some water. That's all. Time to watch us all again.
She said. About 30,000 migrants were waiting to enter through the app. Sources tell CBS News Trump is also planning to ramp up operations to arrest unauthorized immigrants across major U.S. cities this week as he pledges to oversee the largest deportation effort in U.S. history. Chicago is now bracing for raids to detain and deport.
The new president tells us very clear. Everybody is the enemy. All the immigrants is the enemy.
Yesenia Ramirez has lived and worked in the